Our grammar lesson today summarizes the present, past, and future perfect tenses. Once I say perfect tenses, of course, if I'm talking about the present and past, this means that it's an action that started already at some time in the past and continues to the present and to the future. Nobody knows when it's going to stop in the future. As for the past perfect, it's an action that already started at some time in the past and ended in the past, but before another action has happened. For example, let me draw the timeline for you to make it easier. This is the timeline, and let me say that I'm standing at this point here. This is now, present progressive. The present and future perfect tenses, or actually the present perfect tense, already started in the past and continues to the present. As for the past perfect tense, it's an action that started here in the past before another action also started and ended in the past. For example, I had finished my lunch. If you want to say it here, I had finished my lunch before she arrived. So we have here two actions. The first one is finishing my lunch, and the second one that she arrived. Which one happened before? Finished my lunch. So the first one, the action that happened before, is in the past perfect tense. And of course, the past perfect tense is formed by had plus the past participle form of the verb. As for the present perfect tense, is formed by have or has plus the past participle form of the verb. As for the future perfect tense, of course, it's an action that already will happen in the future. Also, before another action happens in the future. For example, I will have been, or I will have, let me say here, I will have finished studying when you arrive. Which happened first? Let's correct I because it's always capitalized. Okay, which action happened first? Here we have I will have finished studying and when you arrive. Which one happened first? When you arrive, I will have finished, so I'm done. So the action in the future perfect happens before another action, which is in the simple form of the verb or simple present. There are three perfect tenses in the English language: the present perfect, the past perfect, and future perfect. The present perfect tense expresses an action or condition that occurred at some indefinite time in the past, and this tense also shows an action or condition that began in the past and continues to the present. Okay, to form it, we have to use has or have, as I said, with the past participle form of the verb. She has heard this song. So this means that she heard it before. Of course, it's an indefinite action here. We don't know when or where or how or whatever. And they have remained at the hospital for 3 days, which means that it continues to the present. Now use the present perfect tense to indicate that one past action or condition began and ended before another past, as I already explained on the timeline. The action happened before another action in the past. The first one is in the past perfect. By the time I left, our team had scored 20 points. So had scored before I left. So of course, the action that happened before is in the past perfect. Use the future perfect tense to express one future action that will begin and end before another one, as I said as well. So John will have finished her project before tomorrow or by tomorrow. So this means that the action that happens first is in the future perfect tense.